there, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments, and you already know what day it is. It's Oracle Tuesday. So I'm going to be using my personally made Marissa Moments Oracle deck to give you your reading. Now the reading is to help guide you on your journey, to give you clarity, to give you wisdom, confirmation, validation, all the things. Now remember, take what resonates and leave everything else to the side. So without further ado, we're going to speed up this shuffle because you don't got time for that. Let's go. Okay, so we're just going to dive right in. It's time for a new approach. I mean, can we get any more direct than that? What I received behind this is that you're like the definition of insanity, right? You keep doing the same thing over and over again. But the thing of it is like, what Spirit is saying is like you're kind of fooling yourself into thinking, no, I'm doing something different each time. And that's just because instead of the orange, you do the blue, right? But it's still the exact same thing essentially, or maybe like a small little tweak here and there. And not even because what I feel to share with you is that, yeah, sometimes small little tweaks are exactly what you need. But what I'm receiving is that Spirit has been showing you that it ain't working. It ain't working. Not even like it's almost working, whatever it is, whatever tactic, whatever approach you are taking. And I almost hear it like in terms of like your business, but also in terms of like relationships, right? And whatever you're doing isn't working. So stop trying to change the color and call it brand new, right? So what Spirit is saying is that bottom line, it's time for a new approach. I mean, you can't get any more direct than that. Sit down is what I hear, crisscross applesauce if you need to, and pray on it, right? Pray on it. What new direction you need to take when it comes to whatever it is. Again, I receive it's kind of like a cross between like business and relationships. So take that how it resonates, right? And then it says you can never fail when you are open to learning. So what Spirit is reminding you of in this situation and circumstance, because you might be like kind of kicking yourself like, yeah, you're talking about me. I don't really change things up too much, but I just say that I am because that's how I roll, right? But Spirit doesn't want you to beat yourself up about it. Spirit just wants you to become aware, because the point and purpose behind these readings, behind this information and knowledge and wisdom is to help guide you. It's not to chastise you. It's not to make you feel worse about yourself. It's not to make you internalize anything that you feel that you are lacking, right? What it is to remind you that there are other options out there and that you can continue to heal. You can thrive. You can ascend and all of those things. And so with that being said, stop beating yourself up about what you perceive as being a failure, regardless of how big or small it is, right? And then what Spirit wants to remind you is that what I feel, okay, so the card says fitting in is so overrated. But what I feel behind it is that a lot of the reason why you haven't been switching up your approach and really like just learning from those perceived mistakes is because you're like, well, so-and-so is doing that and it's working for them. They're successful. But what Spirit is saying is that you're not meant to be like so-and-so, XYZ person, them over there, them over there. You're meant to be you, right? Whatever was put on your heart, that manifestation, that goal, that vision, that dream, whatever it is specifically for you. So when we start to try to model ourselves after all of those people that come before us and try to do exactly what they do, then we're doing ourselves and the world a disservice, because we are put here to be standouts. Yes, we are all connected. Yes, we do want to look up to people who maybe go before us and pave the way, but that doesn't mean that we have to follow every single step exactly how they take it. What Spirit is showing me right now is if you ever been around or live in an area that has like that snows, right? That freshly fallen snow, nobody really wants to take those first steps, right? Because now my feet are going to get wet depending on my shoes and all those things, right? So it's always kind of love to be able to follow up behind them, because you can just put your feet in that path and keep going. But then what happens when you get to a certain location where their path goes this way but you need to go that way. Do you continue to follow in those exact footsteps, or do you have to walk a new path? Now, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, because you don't have to fit in to live your life and to continue your journey as only you are meant to do. Now, listen, because I didn't even look at these cards ahead of time. Stop allowing your wounds to guide your life. See, okay, so you're following in those footsteps, but it's also, what I hear is like toxic. Like this path no longer suits you. It is not getting you to where you need or want to go. So you cannot continue to allow your wounds to guide your life with the expectation of becoming successful or changing or breaking those generational curses or chains, or however you want to put it, if you continue on the same exact path. Especially what I receive is if you continue on that same path that was laid down before you by the people who came before you. Because here's the thing. We both know that, one, they didn't necessarily know what they were doing, and two, they weren't necessarily doing the right things, right? If we follow our previous toxic training, then all we're doing is reinforcing toxic training for the next generation to come. If you choose to heal, then you have to shift your trajectory, right? And then at the end of the day, listen, all we need is love. Bottom of the deck energy is your love is expansive. You express it daily. So continue to, what I hear is allow love to lead you, right? Go in the direction that feels good for you. Don't worry about fitting in. That's overrated. Go with what resonates with your spirit, with your soul, and most importantly, with your heart, right? While at the same time, working consciously and actively on your healing, because that, my friends, is most important. So that's it for now. I always love doing these messages. Again, make sure you take what resonates, leave everything else to the wayside. If this message resonates for a friend, family member, or what have you, use your common sense and then share it with them. If you don't think they'll be receptive to it, don't share it with them, because we're not doing shade. We're just opening up avenues for healing, growth, and ascension. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week, and apples and tomatoes. Bye.